My name is Erin Lee, and I am the author of this brand new book, Out of Season. Today you're going to be doing a step-by-step drawing to learn exactly how to draw Winnie from Out of Season. My illustrator and I have worked very hard to develop this character to be exactly the way that we wanted her to be. And today you're going to learn how to draw her too. So hang on, all you need is a piece of paper and a pencil. And here we go. So the first thing you're going to do is go to about the middle of your page, because that will give us a lot of room in surrounding areas to make Winnie nice and big. We're going to start with her nose. Her nose is probably the most complicated part, but since it's in the center of her face, that's where we're going to start. So don't get discouraged, and if you need to pause it, go ahead and pause it if you need to go a slower pace. So we're going to start with this little curve of her nose right here. So again, start about the middle of your page, maybe a little bit higher, and just give her a little curve like that. Nothing too drastic. Great job. Now we're going to do this little bump in her nose. So go ahead and give her a little bump. Just a little one, kind of like a backwards C that we're adding on to the first part of her nose that we did. Now we're going to give her her little nostrils. So we're going to go up just slightly. There's one nostril. Then we're going to go down, and then we're going to go up again. Remember, don't make these parts too drastic. She's just got little nostrils. She's only a little girl. And then we're going to give her almost like a forward-facing C right now, just to finish off her nose. If you want to go ahead, you can give her a little curve in her nose right here, and that will help it to look three-dimensional. All right, great job. You finished what is probably the most complicated part of this whole thing. Now we can start with the eyes. So as you can see, she's sort of tilting this way. So her eyes are on a bit of an angle. So this eye is going to be a little bit higher than this eye. So we're going to start fairly close, put a little dot, because you want to be fairly close to her nose. And we're going to go up. Just like a little hill. And then start back at the beginning. And complete it like that. We're going to do the same thing to the other side, but remember, because of the way her face is angled, this eye is a little bit further from this nose. So give it a little bit more distance at a little bit of a lower point. Put a dot there. And then you can get started. Go up. And then you're going to start back at the starting point and do the same thing like that. Great. If this eye looks a bit bigger than this eye, that's a good thing. You want this eye to look a bit bigger because, again, the way her face is angled, she's closer, her face is closer on this side than that side. So it's okay. Now it's time for her eyelids. You'll notice she has some eyelashes here. So we're going to just give her eyelashes like that on that side, and then again on the other side, and then we're going to fill them in. you'd like, you can also color Winnie at the very end with your pencil crayons, your markers, whatever you would like. Okay, now Winnie's got eyelashes. So she's got about 3 on each side. So go ahead and just give her tiny little eyelashes like that. They just go out and then they go back in. And then a smaller one there. And you can go ahead and color those in as well. There we go. The face is starting to come along. She's starting to look like Winnie. Now we're going to do the eyeballs. Now remember, she's looking that way. So you want the eyeballs to be looking that way. So let's start with this side. We're just going to draw little circles like that. Okay, looking that way. Again, start over here. A little circle. Those are going to be her eyeballs. Now, after this, we're going to do her pupils. Now wait, before you color in her pupils are the blacker part of her eye, because I'm going to show you a trick. So again, you want the pupils to be pointing a little bit that way, looking that way. Okay. All right, great job, everybody. Now we're going to give her her face, her outer face. So I'm going to do this part a little slower. Her face starts pretty close to her eyeball and it curves in like that. So you can go ahead and just give her a line like that. Then we're going to give her a little cheek and it's a little bit rounder. So you can go out and curve it all the way in. Like that. So out and then curve it in as her jaw comes in. Now, after that, we want to continue her jaw and it's going to go across like that. This part's a little wider, and if it's a little jaggedy, you can always fix it up. Go over it a couple times like this. It's going to go all the way across her face, and you're going to stop right here, about equal to her mouth, because that is where her ear is going to begin. This part's a little bit wider because of the way her face is angled. Okay, so for the ear, start up here, about equivalent to her eye. And you're going to go around like that. And you're going to give her a little ear. So I just went around, gave her an ear, and then I'm going to give her the inner ear like that. And then she's got another little curve that goes like that. Perfect. It's coming along. You guys are doing great. All right. Then we have to give her the other ear. So that starts about here, and it's much smaller, again, because of the way that she's facing us. There we go. If you want to go ahead and give her little earrings, you certainly can. And you can color those after. How's everybody doing? I hope you're having fun. All right, now this is the fun part for her hair. You can style her hair any way that you want. I'm going to do it like the book, but a little bit simpler. So, start above her eyes, but not too far above, about right here. I'm going to give her a few little zigzags and watch how I do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm doing this part of her hair right here. I'm doing the bangs. And then I'm going to go up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just a zigzag down and a zigzag up. Again, there's no right or wrong way to do her hair. Her hair's curly, her hair's fun. So you can have fun with it and make it the way that you would like to. I'm gonna give it another little zigzag down and another little zigzag up. And then I'm just gonna give her a zigzag all the way down. Do the same on this side. So she's got a few little strands hanging down. I'm gonna simplify it a little bit. I'm gonna give her a zigzag down. It touches her eyelid. And then I'm gonna give her a zigzag up. And then I'm just going to go like this and give her one more. So I went down, then I'm gonna go up, but not all the way up. Then I'm gonna give her one more little strand like that. So let's start with the headband. The headband starts under the hair and behind the ear, and it goes up. So we're just gonna give her, we're gonna go up like that, and then we're gonna go up and make this next line a little bit wider. There we go. If you don't want to put a bow in her hair, you don't have to. You could put something else in her hair. Think of the book. She had so many things in her hair. She had a rake. She had a leaf at one point. She's a funny girl. So you can put anything that your imagination wants you to put. Now, we're going to give her the first half of the bow. Now, the first half of the bow cuts across our lines like this. Like that. So start the first half of the bow, if you're doing a bow. And then continue to go up, like that. And then on the other side. So it's sort of like this big one half of the bow goes like that. All right, now you can make the gem part in the middle. That's basically just going to go like this. Let's make it into a big oval. You can decorate that gem any way you want afterwards. And then we're gonna do the other side of the bow. We're gonna go up, and then it kind of comes in like that. So up, in, and then we're gonna do the out and up again. So we went up, around, it bent in a little bit, and then it curves around to come up. Great job. Now, we're gonna keep going around with her head, and we're gonna finish the headband. So, the headband comes up, and it basically just keeps going around. And then we're gonna finish it on the other side, like that. If you wanna put in some other little curves and curls into her hair, you can go ahead and do that now. She has so many. All right. There we go. Now, at this part, she's really just got a whole bunch of hair that goes around her. So, to simplify it, I'm just gonna go like this, and I'm going to go around like that. I'm gonna stop it at the bottom because I still have to draw the neck. And again, up. If you want to draw every little curl, I definitely invite you to do that because she has got the most fun hair. Now, just to simplify things, I'm going to give her a lot of little spirals in her hair. You can have fun with this afterwards if you're going to color her hair, because you can have fun with the highlights and the shadows and everything like that. Now, we're going gonna draw in the neck, and it basically goes like this, down. Okay, we're starting with this side. It's gonna go down, curve out, and then start on the other side. Don't make her neck too thick. She is a little girl after all. And then down like that. And you can have the hair come and meet the back of her neck. There we go. Now, this last part, you can just spend adding in some extra little curls and some little details. I like to go in with the bow and just add a few little pleats in the bow just to make it look more realistic. It's your very own Winnie character. Thanks so much for participating. And there we have it. You've drawn your own character from Out of Season. Thanks for following along with me today. If you'd like to show me your work, I'd love to see it. Please feel free to email me at info@erinleeauthor.com. Happy reading!